Devon Larratt versus Auden Larratt. Who would have won when both were 19 and who is going to win 5 years from now? An interesting topic, an interesting discussion started by Devon Larratt himself. Dave Chaffee's final exercise, his final preparation for the Vitaly Lalatin match. Schoolboy versus Leonidas Arcona. What are the fans saying about this match? And finally, Voevoda may be thinking about making a comeback one more time. So let's start. Few days ago, Devon was interviewed on Voice of Arm Wrestling YouTube channel, and there he said this about a potential or a fantasy super match between a 19-year-old Devon and 19-year-old Auden Larratt.
I'll tell you, I mean, at 19, he would have murdered me. He would have murdered me at 19.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
100%. 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
He's
So obviously this match is never going to happen, but it's interesting to see what Devon thinks about it. There can be 3 reasons for that. Number 1, Devon genuinely believes that Auden is way too strong, way too technical for his 19-year-old self. Number 2, Auden is the younger generation, and of course he would want him to do well. He would want people to believe that he is going to do well. He wants to push his younger generation forward. Number 3, Auden has a match upcoming against Arm Wrestling Whisperer at King of the Table 10. So naturally he wants to hype that match up by making statements like that. So let's take a look at the strengths and weaknesses. Number 1, Devon was taller and Devon was bigger at a similar age. Auden is about a couple of inches shorter, but he has much more arm wrestling experience. His technique is probably 5 times more refined than Devon. Devon only had one side pressure, tricep press kind of move against Auden Larratt's vast arsenal of weapons. So Auden clearly has an advantage there. But still, I used to believe that Devon may still be way too much, because just a couple of hours before that live stream, I was also live on Golden Arms YouTube channel, and there I started the same discussion saying that Devon would have been way too much when he was 19 for this Auden Larratt, because I believe Auden is one of those guys who kind of peak late into their 20s or in their mid 20s, while there are some guys who can bulk up and peak out really early like Bacho and Reno Masic. So maybe Devon was listening to that interview, that's why he started that discussion just a couple of hours later. Anyways, this is one question whose answer we are never going to get, so we have to believe Devon on this one, and Devon believes that Auden is way too strong, way too technical for him. But this match is being hyped up a lot by both of these gentlemen. Of course, Devon and others are helping too, but this is probably more hyped up than the Dave versus Vitaly rematch. Speaking of which, Dave Chaffee uploaded another shot on his Instagram page, another reel, where he was seen doing a side pressure dragging move. He lost his wrist intentionally doing that exercise. If we look at it, it looks almost similar to the way he defeated Vitaly in the previous match in 2022. So does Dave have a similar plan? He is clearly telling us by showing us this exercise that he is going to make a similar move against Vitaly. Someone asked in the comments what is the purpose of this exercise, and Dave thanked someone for answering that, and the answer is side pressure, static hold and endurance. But this time Vitaly Lalatin must have a plan for that. He cannot fall prey to the same weapon again and again and again. So Schoolboy versus Leonidas Arcona. I believe this is going to be a genuine war at East versus West 12 on April 20. I read some comments about people saying that this is just a hype up marketing match. These guys are not real arm wrestlers. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Schoolboy is a youth WAF world champion. So in that year, there was no one under 23 years of age who can defeat Schoolboy. Yes, there are guys like Bacho who may have a shot, Reno who for sure is going to defeat Schoolboy in my opinion, but who else? Maybe under the age of 23, 24, there are like 5 guys who can beat Schoolboy in this world. So that's an insane achievement in itself. Saying that a WAF youth champion is not a real arm wrestler is the most absurd thing that I've ever heard. Anyways, Leo has been seen doing some pronation curls with a bunch of weight with some kettlebells. Looks like he's taking the training more seriously. On the right arm, he already has a ton of cupping power, which we saw in the match against Larry Wheels. He was easily able to contain Larry's top roll with his finger, with his wrist, with his cupping. This time he's adding more pronation. So maybe he thinks that it is going to be difficult to hook Schoolboy. And we have seen in the past that Schoolboy's weakness is a good top roll. Schoolboy's hook is already getting insane, but he has some weaknesses in the hand. And that's what maybe Leonidas wants to target in this match, just like he does with the left arm against everyone. Alexei Voevoda uploaded a training shot. We are going to talk about this, but before that he was seen in a small Russian tournament, and many people are saying that Voevoda lost once again, he's washed up, he shouldn't arm wrestle or he couldn't arm wrestle, but we forgot that that's the left arm. Voevoda was never known for his left arm. When did we ever see him compete on the left? I remember only one match of him losing to Travis Bagent, and everyone was losing to Travis Bagent back in the day. So on the right arm, he won this tournament without much trouble. And it was cleared in the Arm Olymp video that he made that decision to compete at the very last time, and he still won. Now let's come back to the training exercise. So this is a new Engin Terzi style of pronation machine, or the machine that we see in the physiotherapy rooms if you have ever seen one. So if Voevoda bought this machine because this looks like his gym, then he may be trying to train for pronation more, because his pronation was the thing that failed first against John Brezink. His hook was already there. First attempt at working with new equipment. Unusual. Yes, he is lifting ridiculously high amount of weight the first time he's tried that exercise, and clearly he's struggling while doing that. Anyways, this was a fun video to see. I hope Voevoda makes a comeback, and I hope you end up liking this video and pressing the subscribe button. Thanks for watching.